life. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm pretty much content with just rhyming all day.
Or digital can instantly share pictures.
I can start. Hello. I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show. Later, you know what it is. Hey, ham solo. It's time, baby. Low. Let's turn out we do. Hey. They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you man, I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a whip. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you on red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you Red Fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a Matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blitz. Cause you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go.
Yo, what's cracking? What is cracking, y'all? I've got started today, and I tell you what, I am feeling it. I'm feeling it. The last few days were rough for your boy AM Solo. I didn't say anything the day prior, but I was feeling, I was saying I was feeling kind of sick. But yeah, Thursday was really hard. That was a hard day. I apologize for those of you that may have been looking forward to a show on Thursday, especially how hyped I've been with the whole developer direct thing. Like, I was really hyped for the developer direct. So for that not to come to fruition, that kind of stunk. That made me definitely feel kind of bad because I was really excited for that. But it is what it is. Developer Direct ended up being a badass show, and I ended up having a really good time. And I want to go on ahead and get right into it. Like let's not waste any time this morning. I want to talk about and show off some of those dope trailers that we've seen yesterday. Like the first one I want to definitely start out with is South of Midnight. South of Midnight gameplay looked really good at the show. So let's go on ahead and throw that on just to be able to watch that together. I think that'd be fun. But let's go right here. There we go. Bam. All right. Well, let's go right into the gameplay right here.
For South of Midnight, our third-person action-adventure game, the story and characters bring a folkloric Deep South to life.
Man, this
game
gave
us a chance to explore Southern Gothic themes with a dark fantasy twist. So while
I thought South of Midnight
is at the forefront of our story, it's the
turn this down a little bit.
And larger-than-life creatures.
I thought South of Midnight was going to be a lot more. I don't know. I thought it'd be a little less serious.
It is really picking
but
up
showing off just this scene right here
Mama,
got
this
me
ain't my first
interested in the
hurricane.
game.
I know what to do.
As long as you didn't forget the
Flashlights and batteries.
Oh, shoot, we got 5 minutes. Let's go.
We won't be rushed if you didn't.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Now, you want to bring this up right now.
I'm just saying.
Hazel, please.
We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Hazel!
Hazel may start her journey as a typical 19-year-old.
She bad though. I can't even front. She bad. Like she bad. She bad. But anyways, I thought she looks very similar to her character. I thought they did a pretty good job at that. Obviously, the character is playing a much younger role than she probably really is in real life. But, or not, I wouldn't
Hazel
say much
may
younger,
start her
but like,
journey
you
as
know,
a typical
4 or 5 years
19-year-old,
younger,
but
maybe 6 or 7.
disastrous
I don't know.
events will push her into a darkly
But she looks
magical world where
very
she'll
identical
learn
with
who
that
she really
character.
is and how to tap into weaving. An ancient magical power that redefines
Which in
her
return makes it
trajectory in life.
easier for us to, you know,
The land itself
visualize the character.
chooses Hazel as a weaver. Someone who can see beyond the surface and tap into a deeper reality, the grand tapestry. Weavers can see the fabric binding our world, connecting people, nature, and
Oh, this
echoes
game
of the
looks hot.
past.
The cutscenes by itself look pretty hot.
Hazel can perceive both the mystical strands and stigmas in the world. Through her newfound power, she reweaves these stigmas and mends the afflicted creatures she encounters.
So that right there kind of reminded me of Kana a little bit. Like, you know, you destroy the whatever is destroying the lands. Seems like a reoccurring thing in some games because the Gunk had it too as well. Thank you, Yobi. I appreciate it. My main mod, Yobi, came through and shared it out. I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button if you haven't already. I appreciate everybody that's here. But let's continue to talk about this awesome show that was the Developer Direct. It is a great way to kick off the year for Xbox. And another nice thing that I just want to throw this out there as well, just real quick. It was really nice that we seen games with release dates before over half the year is over. Like, yo, like it was cool seeing the Hellblade release date, right? That was cool, but it was like, man, that was a long wait until you got to get that, right? But now we're seeing we're gonna get to Ninja Gaiden. Go watch that here in a little bit, but it was great seeing like another stealth drop. So Ninja Gaiden came out yesterday. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black came out, so you can download that like right now if you want to play that. That came out yesterday, and then they announced South of Midnight, which is this game, to come out in April, and they announced the new Doom to be coming out in May, and then they said sometime in the summer for Ninja Gaiden 4. So I mean that's pretty dope. And don't forget, in June we'll have a showcase right after Doom comes out, like a few weeks after Doom comes out. So yeah, a lot of stuff to look forward to. Pretty exciting. Shout out to Matt Hum. The cuz is in the chat. He says this game was made for the opposite of me. No interest. Her voice sounded like Megan Good. Got me. Oh. Okay. I mean, hey, Megan Good's nice. It's real nice. But anyway,
And
let's
mends
continue.
the afflicted
I think this game
creatures
looks pretty
she
fun.
encounters.
As Hazel discovers her power, the world gradually shifts into the surreal, revealing that creatures
Oh
from
yeah, you
old
like Ninja
folktales
Gaiden White?
actually exist.
I don't know about that game, bruh.
Up here, my salvation.
Among them is good old Catfish, the storyteller who becomes both the guide and companion to Hazel across the game.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself. Would you kindly do your weaver thing and help me down?
Meeting Catfish marks the true beginning of Hazel's journey. All of Hazel's arsenal and powers.
What was that?
Fish
He was
marks the true beginning of Hazel's journey.
Bro,
Help
was
me
that a
down.
360 controller he was
Meeting
using?
Catfish marks the true.
It is a 360 controller that he's using. I was like, hold on a second. Like that just flashed right in front of my face real quick, and I was like, hold on a second. Did I just catch that right? Bro is using a 360 controller. Let's go. Those controllers are so durable. They're so durable, and they're great PC controllers. Especially if you just get the wired one, you're all set. Without having to use that stupid plug-in top thing.
True beginning of Hazel's journey.
Great PC controller.
All of Hazel's arsenal and powers are designed around textile crafting and traditional spinning wheels. Her weapons include a spindle, 2 weaving hooks, and a distaff. Her magic abilities manifest with supernatural, lace-like patterns, blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel engages with the world through a variety of movement abilities. Those abilities also
little wall
Hazel
running right
covers
there. I mean,
energy.
I've seen some of this stuff
As
already,
her journey
but it's nice to
unfolds,
see again.
Hazel will master new weaving abilities, using them to traverse the world.
You see, she's wearing
conjure
different clothes. I
objects,
wonder if you're able to change clothes
and confront
at will,
adversaries.
or if it's like a mission.
Combat is about
But like, if you go back
And
right
confront
here,
the world,
you can see
will
like
master new
different
weaving
times of the
abilities,
game.
using them to traverse the
So like right there, you see the different weaves that she has in the top left of the screen. You got the LB, the A button, and the B button. And I'm wondering if that's just because you're in air and that's what you have to choose from, or if it's something that you gain as you acquire
World,
abilities. Because you go
conjure
down
objects,
right over here and the weaving. Wait a second. So
weaving abilities, using them to traverse the world.
okay, so those weaving
conjure
abilities
objects,
right there, but then right,
confront
I think
adver-
here, yeah. Then you got more abilities as they come. So yeah, so it had nothing to do with her just being in the air or anything. They're just different abilities throughout the game that you gain, which looks pretty dope. Shows you the buttons. I'm guessing there's like an activating button on, or maybe there is no like activating button. I was thinking there's like maybe like a clutch type button, you know, to then be able to engage LB, the trigger, something like that. But I doubt it. From what it looks like, you just tap the button, which simple, nice, thank you. Anyways, continue.
adversaries.
Combat is about understanding and adapting to different enemy archetypes known as Aints, the manifestations of corruption Hazel encounters.
These haints trap Hazel in combat until she unravels them, destroying them in the process.
Each Aint has its own unique moveset, strengths, and weaknesses that you'll need to learn and adapt to. For example, the slug burrows on the ground and unleashes devastating strikes from afar, while the Ravager closes the distance with chilling speed. Hazel can counter these threats with agile melee abilities to execute powerful combos, jump attacks, and charge attacks. But close combat is risky and can backfire because Aints have powerful defensive abilities. Mastering your magical skills becomes the key to gaining the upper hand in combat. Push, pull, and weave are some of the spells at your disposal that give you a tactical advantage during a fight. Timing is everything. Pull distant enemies close to start melee combos, push them back to interrupt and stun their attack. Then press the advantage with follow-up strikes. Spells interact uniquely with each enemy type, creating dynamic combat scenarios, especially when facing multiple types of opponents at the same time. Once near death, enemies can be unraveled, breaking their core and setting them free of their corruption, which has the added benefit of providing health boosts and reducing ability cooldowns. If you play your combos right, you can enhance Hazel's combat readiness and keep on chaining her abilities. As Hazel progresses in the game, she unlocks new moves and improved ability.
All right, so there's so there's the general ones right here. It's a locked one that we don't see. Strength pull. So these are the three that we see on the screen earlier. It's gonna be kind of interesting seeing how all this stuff turns out. This one, amplified rend.
And you'll
Charge
have to
attack.
decide which areas to prioritize. The upgrades will change how you approach combat, like enhancing area of
It's
effect
not too
attacks,
deep of a tree.
or refining push and pull skills to improve precision and make them feel more rewarding.
I do like that scorpion type, get
The combat
over
system
here
is
type of
fast
move you can
and
do.
responsive, built around chaining attacks, landing precise strikes, and unraveling enemies.
You mind if I take a look around?
It's like
You can
everything
see
kind of
every
needs a
place
glory
old Molly
kill almost.
terrorized and more. Now for the low, low price of $1.
In Hazel's search for her mother, you'll explore multiple regions, each ruled by a mythical creature with their own Southern Gothic history. You'll gradually uncover the backstories of these beings, once human or animal, who were transformed by tragedy. Their secrets waiting to be
Good
discovered.
morning, Umbra.
As
Good
a weaver,
morning, brother.
Hazel heals these creatures by collecting fragments of haunted memories. We call these echoes, which reveal each creature's past.
I was
Hazel must
unfortunately
experience these
unable
echoes before
to
she can
join you
mend them.
guys yesterday for the developer direct,
What
but
kind
I'm
of
up
person would do
early
that to someone?
talking about it because I haven't
We
got to talk
designed
about it
each
yet.
region to reflect the
It was
creature that's been glued to
unbelievable
our
event.
grid.
It was fantastic.
From the atmospheric
really good.
environment to unique music themes composed for each one. While not all encounters lead to direct combat, Hazel will need to face mythical creatures in epic confrontation before she can heal them. Our boss encounters and gameplay sequences also reflects the uniqueness.
So I like that. Like if you notice, like you have like the get over here kind of thing that you can pull your enemies closer. You have the push away kind of effect, and it seems like you also have kind of something to pull yourself closer if you want to. There's all different types of
with distinct mechanics that center around
moves.
a specific thematic.
I like that.
These encounters feature multiple phases that ramp up in complexity.
You know what's one? You know one thing I'm mad excited about that nobody's really talking about that much is, and they mentioned it just for like a little tidbit in here. I feel like is the music. The music in this game is going to be pretty impressive. Because I assume that it's going to go with the story of the game, which will make it make sense.
Team builds up, cranking the tension alongside
See,
the fight.
they're talking about it right now. So back up this hair.
As the encounters progress, the musical theme builds up, cranking the tension alongside the fight. Whether it's Tuto Tom or hugging Molly, each of these larger-than-life creatures is inspired by Southern folklore and lead to climactic battles.
We got a long journey ahead.
South of Midnight unfolds as a
I'm feeling a
hero's
little bit
journey,
better, Umbra.
and
I
as
had a
Hazel,
rough morning this
you'll
morning,
travel
but I
through
made
a
it here. I forced
tapestry of
myself to get on the stream.
Southern-inspired
I appreciate the
landscapes.
looking out.
From abysmal swamps to flooded farmlands to the Appalachian peaks. In our magical South, decaying buildings reclaimed by nature stand moments away from a hungry Wiggle. And as Hazel delves deeper, reality bends ever more toward the fantastical.
The history, landscape, and folklore of the American Deep South fill our world, and our team has infused the game with thoughtful details and environmental storytelling, like our bottle trees and haint blue porches, which are said to ward off evil spirits. The way to the past emerges as central themes, which you can see through old abandoned buildings and businesses struggling to survive. As you explore, you'll meet locals who stayed behind even in the face of a hurricane.
So I'm the last person left here. Oh, those damn haints. This part of the river's
So it sounds like it's going to be pretty open.
Artistically, we're staying true to our moody compulsion signature style. But this time, we're using a handcrafted approach inspired by stop-motion animation, which allows our team to bring a distinct personality and tone into every prop and character. Because this folklore is open to visual interpretation, we embrace the freedom to reimagine these creatures and their stories, to adapt how they look, and to craft our own version of a fantastical Deep South.
Yeah, that game looks hot. That's where I'm going to stop it on that game, though, right now. That game looks pretty hot. I like it. I like what I'm seeing so far, but yo, I've been playing quite a bit of Ninja Gaiden as of recently because I had a feeling that it would have been the game to drop at the developer direct. If you didn't notice, I had some Ninja Gaiden playing in the background some of the times while I was actually streaming, but I didn't want to say nothing, just to be appropriate to those people that may have let a brother know a little something. But anyways, check out the trailer that they had for Ninja Gaiden Black. It just got announced yesterday, and it's downloadable on your Xbox, PlayStation, and wherever you have Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, Steam. That's where you can get the game to be able to download. If you have Game Pass Ultimate, you are able to play it day one there, and that's how I've been playing it so far. That I'm enjoying what I'm paying for. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, let's go. But check it out. Shit looks clean. I know you. I know you enjoy that Umbra, didn't you? Just seeing this right here, right? Just where is it at? Where it at? Where it at? Where it at? There it is. That's all Umbra needs to see right there. He is completely happy as long as he gets to see just that sign right there. 85 gigabytes is how big this game is. It's a big sucker. It ain't a small game like the previous. Like I seen somebody trying to compare sizes of games earlier, and I thought it was ridiculous. Somebody was like, "Oh, the old regular version's like 5 gigabytes, and this one's like 85." And I was like, "Man, it's also Unreal Engine 5, and I mean, it's just a totally different time." Anyways, I digress. Yeah, that dismemberment is wild.
My path leads through the land of the dead.
And thus the sun sets on the Dragon Ninja bloodline.
Yeah, I'm so happy this came out on Game Pass.
All paths before me are cruel and arduous. Our time has come.
Hell yeah.
Play it now with Game Pass.
You know, I paused it for a second, but I was like, "Oh, they didn't say it yet." So let me go ahead and let them say it. But anyways, like I said, I'm really excited to play it on Game Pass. I've been seeing some people on Twitter, some people getting bent out of shape because people are happy that they have Game Pass. Like, and other people are like, "Oh, you think it's such a flex that you're paying to rent a service instead of owning it? You think that's such a flex?" And I'm like, yeah, kind of I do. I'm sorry. Yeah, I do. I absolutely think it's a flex. Big time. I don't know who some of these people think they are, but I don't have the type of money to just be buying games left, right, and center every week or every other week. I don't want to have to do that all the time. Like, I don't understand that whole ideology. And I feel like it's more prevalent this day and age than ever before. People think it's a flex to say that they pay an exorbitant amount of money for things they don't need to spend an exorbitant amount of money for. Like, I'm not gonna lie. All the games that come out in Game Pass that I'm excited to play, some of them I pay for and buy because some of them I actually want to have. Some of them I want to have like the extra things that go to them, kind of like this little Starfield watch case that I got right here. Like, I wanted the extra little thing, so I got that. That was $300, right? Actual Starfield game, I didn't have to pay. I mean, really, I'd just pay for Game Pass and play that, right? But seeing that I have like things like Game Pass, like I didn't have to use my code, my key for that, right? Which is nice. I got to save money in a way that I can actually put money towards the things I actually really do want, while still getting the ability to expand my palette that I wouldn't pay for if I had a service that didn't have games that came out like this, right? Back in the day, how did we do it? We went to Blockbuster, we went to Audio Visual, we went to Hollywood Video, right? When we copped that, when we copped like Grand Theft Auto or whatever it was off of the Blockbuster counter, yes, it was a flex back then. Are you kidding me? You must not have lived back in that day if you don't remember. Like, it was cool to be able to buy the games, of course, but I was a kid back then, right? And sometimes even seeing my like stepdad adult, right? Like at the time he he didn't want to buy everything, and sometimes he just wanted to try a game out, right? You want to try a game out, what'd you do? You rented it from Blockbuster or whatever it's called, Hollywood Video. And when you got that, the boys came over to the crib and y'all all looked at this brand new game that you were able to rent. But the thing is after a couple days, you had to take that sucker back to the store. Here it is not the same situation. We are not taking anything back to the store. Game Pass will, get rid of it after so long. But if you really want to give it a try, you got plenty of time to do so now. And if you don't find that as a great deal or something to be kind of happy about, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But the next thing that I thought was amazing, of course, I mean, Doom. Come on now. Doom the Dark Ages. Gotta talk about that. That was nuts.
Years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on its tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom the Dark Ages.
That was so stupid, I mouthed the words.
This game looks so intense.
In Doom the Dark Ages, you will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell. Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience. So if you're new to the franchise, then Doom the Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series. And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form. So let's break it down, starting with the combat. In Doom Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom the Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom the Dark
Being a
Ages,
tank sounds amazing.
heavy, strong, but still fast. A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal. And a balance between enemy projectiles and
I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 with you. I'm gonna keep it a bean 50 with y'all. Like, I'm not really a huge Doom fan, right? I've grown up and played Doom through growing up, but I've never been like a huge Doom fan. But yo, when they said you can be a tank, because they said in the last one you kind of had to be a fighter jet and be zipping all around in the air and stuff like that, I didn't really like that much. But now you're on the ground, going straight at them, just zipping sideways, boom, 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 throwing shields. Fire.
and player movement speed that makes strafing to aim viable again. Just like It's not all about nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom the Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw. Block. Throw.
That shield saw is nuts.
Parry. Deflect. All from one input. It's contextual. Tons of depth.
Look at that thing just cutting into him while you're shooting around him.
To stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom the Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
Let's go. That looks
And the
amazing.
Shield Saw will give you the strength to go head to head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've
I'm not gonna lie, that parry sounds really satisfying. Like, can you hear it when it?
baddest demons we've ever created it in. Strength to
Oh,
go.
whoops.
But that's not all. Demons we've saw will give you the strength to
That
go head
ding! I love that. I love that sound. I love that sound.
But that's not all. Because if you're gonna stand and fight, then you gotta have something to follow up that opening parry with. How about an iron flail? Or maybe an electrified gauntlet? Or even a doom spiked mace? That's right, we have 3 melee options that are part of a melee system. All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system. From any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing. You'll feel unstoppable, smashing your way through the horde with total freedom.
Wow.
That seems like a ton, but that's just 2 inputs.
So,
one more really important.
if I'm not sure if you guys caught that or not, but they just said that you can kind of choose the way that you do a glory kill, or that you initiate a glory kill, and I think that's pretty cool. Instead of giving you just random ones all the time, you can kind of at least kind of try to get yourself into the right direction to do the one that you want to do, which is pretty dope.
Button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger.
The amount of people, it's just crushing skulls.
Doom has and always will be all about the guns. And Dark Ages has some of
Yesterday was a wild day. I wish I could have joined everybody and been part of it, but I was sick. I was out. I was in bed all day.
ancient, brutal torture machines built to butcher, impale,
This game looks so good.
and shred the minions of hell.
I think this is going to be a Game of the Year candidate.
Only in Doom. That's the mission statement for the
I mean, look at that. That is ridiculous.
insanely fun to use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage and see how these medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom the Dark Ages.
So it looks like you have specific things you have to parry. You don't get to parry every single thing, like every single shot or whatever. Like the green ones looks like are the ones that you get to parry, compared to the red ones that you get automatically hit by.
And under the hood, for the first time in an id game, we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will allow...
All right, let me read this real quick, because Faded Blade said something kind of funny. He says, yesterday was wild, and, oh my goodness. Whatever looks like. Let me go watch the direct now. Whatever. Anyways, he always waits to do it just so he could be like, oh, I'm too good for the direct. I ain't got time for the direct. The direct can come find me. I'm not going to go find the direct. Whatever. But anyways, he says not only the direct, YouTube deleted King Thrash's channel. You got MVG saying he's getting a Game Pass subscription. Yeah, that I seen the MVG thing. I didn't realize King Thrash's channel got deleted by YouTube. Good for them. Good for them. They said they were cracking down on things that were just absolute cap. Good for them. Good for YouTube on that one, because it's ridiculous. Some of the things that people are just getting paid to just say crazy stuff. It's nuts.
Players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best. You can slow things down or speed them up. It's a Doom for all Slayers.
And the gameplay doesn't end with just the Slayer. We finally have for you, you've been waiting for 2 games now, to get in and pilot your very own 30-story Atlan, which is a mech. It's the size of a building. It's powerful.
That looks so cool.
Titan-sized demons to death with your gauntleted fists. And if that wasn't enough, we also have for you your very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon. Neither of these are one-and-done features either. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is
They got
epic.
mini-bosses for the 30-story
and the
giant.
combat systems behind these features are deep
Okay.
and tons of fun. And as cool as all that is, we know
Just
that fans
ripping
of
apart
single-player
giants.
action games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience. So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom: The Dark Ages. Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields, and worlds beyond. And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities and godlike powers every step of the way. Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap, and smash your way through environments full of secrets and treasures. There's always something new waiting to be discovered or destroyed. Now let's take a closer look at just one of the many missions you'll experience in Doom: The Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit, with any gun you choose. Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game, discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines in search of vital resources. You control the pace of the game. Where you go,
I highly recommend you guys go check out, because there's a couple other games that were in the developer direct as well. That being Expedition 33 and Ninja Gaiden 4 was on there as well, but I don't quite have enough time to talk about that. We're going to move on to some other topics that I want to kind of touch upon before I get up out of here. I wasn't planning on streaming too long today because, you know, it's Friday. I got a few shows that I do on Friday. I'll be on this one, obviously, with you guys, and then later on today we'll be doing bullshit with me, Low Cozy Beluga, Matt Likes Games, and everybody will be on there, and it'll be a really good fun time and whatnot. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure I spent a little time with you guys this morning, hanging out, talking about some of the stuff that I was really excited about from the developer direct. Yeah, man, I'm really excited for Xbox going forward for sure. The rest of the year should be banging, should be getting a lot more different things to be able to play, that being, you know, possibly Fable later on this year. Obviously, we got Avowed just coming out in a few weeks. Let me see what else was there that I'm thinking of. The Outer Worlds, that's going to be a big deal when it comes out. So there's a lot of things to just think about just from Xbox's perspective, but there's definitely going to be a lot of other things that come out that are third-party wise to look forward to. So I'm just flat out excited for everything. Oh boy. Anyways, so as we said earlier, I thought it was, as a Faded Blaze said earlier, I thought it was really funny. I did want to bring up the whole MBG thing coming back to Xbox. What was it? Alex. Oh no, it's Alex. I think had something about it. Let me put that up real quick, because I thought that was funny.
To do that.
We fucking will, because it's working.
Wow. I'm going ahead and throw this up. So I thought this shit was funny right here. Yeah. I thought this was funny because if you don't know, this guy in the background, in the far background, used to be an Xbox content creator, like big time. And then he turned coat to PlayStation, which whatever. If that's your preference, that's your preference. But he always talks down about Xbox. So I thought that I find this really interesting when he says this.
I'm thinking about subbing the Game Pass, dude.
Oh no! What timing?
So I don't know. I just think that's funny. Personally, I just think that's funny because there's been a lot of people dissing and, saying that Xbox has no games. And now they have a ton of different games. And it got people to the point that they want to come on back over and check it out. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Clockwork Revolution. Now Faded Blaze. I forgot about that game. But then again, we don't know if that game's coming out this year in particular either. But I wouldn't be surprised if we seen that. You know what I'm saying? Like that sounds likely, but if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be like super disappointed or mad or whatever. It just kind of would be what it'd be. Oh man. I'm just kind of curious what some people are saying down here. So the screen was hilarious. Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. Oh boy. Oh man, I'm still trying to get over being sick. If you can't notice, I'm feeling a little extra slow today. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna go kick it now, to be honest. Not a whole lot to talk about today. I mean, I could just continue to talk about the direct, but I'm out of energy, to be honest. I showed up today because I felt bad about yesterday for show, but man, I'm just not quite there yet right now. But I appreciate everybody for pulling up. I definitely appreciate y'all for pulling up. I think what I'm probably gonna go do now is go lay back down because I don't feel very good right now. I'm starting to feel a little pale. So, thanks everybody for pulling up. I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, I'm gonna go rest up, go lay back down and kick it. I thought I could hang out for a while, but nope, not happening. But y'all have a good, well, I shouldn't say rest of the day because I'll be back for bullshitting later on. It'll just be nice because I won't be the only one here. So it won't be just me sitting there trying to talk to everybody the whole time. But yeah, I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the morning and afternoon, and I'll see you guys then. Peace out.
They said we said